Up. Good morning, everybody. It's a little bit early, so you kind of caught me before I got myself all the way together, but welcome. My name is Sandra. Welcome to my channel From Lack to Legacy. If you're watching the replay, if you are new here, welcome. Please like, subscribe, and share the channel. Today, what you'll see is live trading, just like you saw yesterday. I made paper trade today because what I discovered is I can't teach and trade at the same time. So a paper trade today, or I'm going to be trading with my partner, Frank. So to my travel, and I'm sorry, y'all know I'm sleepy. My trading buddy, Frank, is coming. So he's going to help us out today by talking about stop losses, how to play the stop loss. And I'm going to share the little bitty tidbits that I know today about support and resistance and how to enter and exit a trade. I know a little bit more about support and resistance than I know about how to enter and exit a trade with efficiency. So if you know something, or if you have something that you can add to the conversation today about how to effectively get in and out of a trade, please feel free to drop it in the comments. I think everybody here knows my name is Sandra and I'm new to trading. I took a class, one class. It was pricey, but not as pricey as some I've heard, about 3 months ago. So 90 days, certainly under 4 months ago, I first started and got interested in trading. And I had an aha moment. I was like, oh my goodness, if I can make money with this with as little as I know, just imagine what we could do if, once we really are experienced or really well trained and prepared traders. So I created this study community. So if you were coming expecting experts, I'm not an expert. I'm certainly a novice, but I thought that this skill was easy enough to acquire and put into practice that I wanted to bring other people together and just share what I'm learning so that you guys can benefit too. Because money is money and we need to make money. And we can make money in the market, but you can also lose money too. So I would say to anybody, if you're just starting like me, paper trade. I didn't. I paper traded for a little bit. I jumped right in. I made some good money. And guess what? I lost some good money too. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Paper trade. So today I'm going to go grab my stuff. Uh, hey, Nights in Egypt. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys don't forget to press that like button too, because all of that stuff helps me. Hey, Marilyn, good morning. I'm always so surprised. I know I say this, but it's a pleasant surprise. It's a humbling surprise. It's just all of that. When I turn this camera on and people show up, it's like, oh my gosh. But what I've discovered is that people really do want to learn this skill, and that you can start to learn in a community like this so that you don't have to pay up front. Figure out if you really want to invest in this, and figure out if this is really something you want to put your energy into before you go spend money. I've heard classes from $1,000 to $5,000, and I don't know about you, but I don't have $1,000 or $5,000 to invest in anything that I'm not going to be involved in long term. So my whole goal here is to create a community of learners so that we can learn together. I promise you, it's doable. I'm a granny of 4, retired school teacher. And if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it. I wouldn't consider myself necessarily, I think I'm a numbers person, but not like that. So look, y'all, live trading starts at 9:30. I got to get some tea. I got to get my music and stuff set up and my computer set up. So I'm going to leave y'all to it. You can get to see it all. Y'all are in my kitchen watching it in real live time. I came on early just to greet everybody, but you all are in my kitchen watching real time. So you're going to watch us doing real people stuff. I'm going to run get my computer. I'm going to make some tea, and Frank is coming. I'll see y'all in a few. Hey, Marilyn, you getting your coffee and bran muffin? Good. Y'all get you some snacks, get your tea, your coffee, or whatever you need for the day, and get settled. If you're trading with us, get your paper trading thing set up. I'm about to let Frank in, and I'll see y'all at trading time. Oh, Frank, I was worried. I was like, oh, God, I sent Frank the wrong code. What?
So I'm going to turn this into a joint venture. I need the exercise. You know I bought a bike?
No.
So I bike over here.
Did you? Come on, Frank.
So it was fine.
That's good. Yeah, I biked it.
I came all the way over here.
And did you have your bike locked?
I got the lock. It's locked.
Oh.
Got all the way over here. Got to the gate. I said, no, I don't care. Because when I leave,
Don't nobody say nothing.
So she said, I showed her an old code. She scanned it. She said,
Frank, they carded you at the gate.
yeah. So I messaged you, right? You sent the code. Cool. She let me in. I crossed over to the path on this side, went to get on the bike, and it like locked. And I went boom.
No! Frank, I fell too. You slipped on your car? Yes, the first day. Yes, y'all, we all got bikes down here. I fell the first day.
Coffee and everything.
No, Frank. Listen,
Yeah,
I was just about to make my tea.
These two people helped me.
They helped you. They watched me. Nobody even looked, Frank. I tumbled all into the street. Nobody even slowed down for me. They were like, they drove slowly around me, but they didn't try to help.
So
I'm so glad.
I'm glad I didn't get hurt or nothing like that.
Yes.
So one lady, she helped me, and the guy spoke Spanish. He was a local.
Mm-hmm.
And right before I got up and got on the bike, he said, "Buy another coffee." He made me laugh.
He said, "Because that was done. That's
right.
done."
He said, "Buy another coffee."
Oh, Frank, I'm sorry, but I think it's like a rite of passage. I do. I think you've been off a bike for 25 years, and once you jump on the first time, you fall to the ground. It has to remind you that this ain't no joke. This bike ain't no joke. Man, I am very serious when I get on my bike.
I heard that. But it's not far. It's not long.
Isn't it doable? I think it's so doable.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go get my computer because you know mine's subject to update. The camera.
So it's a setting. There's a setting that you change in the VPN to fix it.
No, you know what he told me? He said I can't boot up with it on. He said boot up first and then put it on.
Oh.
You know, I think they want to know where you are. They want to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your trick, Frank? Frank. I gotta go back to the trade. I got to learn more.
I know you were quiet.
I got to learn more, Frank. No, yesterday, you know what I also discovered? I can't trade and teach. I can't do both. I have to pick one. So I have to either be talking and engaging, or I have to trade. Because when I'm trading, Frank, you know how it is. You can't be. Your faculties have to be your decision making every split second, and that. And then look back and a move didn't happen. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered that yesterday. So I still love sharing, doing a live, but I'm gonna have to decide. And Sonia and I kind of said maybe I'll live stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or something, and then trade on Friday, Thursday, Friday, because I won't miss those days. So we'll see. Do you need power?
No, I should be okay.
Okay.
I told you I calculated everything. I said I can't believe this.
What was that your actual? Or what that was the potential?
So that was the losses. And if I had
put in your stocks,
I would have hit like 2K.
Wow. So what were you in actuality?
It's about 1K.
That's still free. So somebody paying you to learn a new skill, I'll take it.
On the job training.
On the job training. But we have to be careful, this is my take on all of it, like entries and exits. Here's what you need to do. You gotta minimize your losses.
Right.
Your wins have to be bigger than your losses.
That's what everybody I watch keeps saying.
Yeah.
So,
you can win, or you can come out positively 2 times and negatively 4 times, as long as your 2 times are $2,000 and your 4 times are small losses. And
right.
That's what I gotta work on. Making sure that I get out of a trade in time, because I'm slow to leave. I'm slow to jump in, I'm slow to get out.
mm-hmm.
That does not work. You gotta make those decisions and move. And that's not what I'm doing. Part of it is if my attention is split, I can't do it. Do you want more coffee? You want to make a pot? You sure?
I would just have some water in there.
You want water? We gotta get this new one up here. Gotta get some water.
So you got the delivery service? Or?
The guys downstairs, they have it in the office. They just bring it up. Yeah. So you just tell them like when you go out that you want 4 delivered, they bring them up. We'll have.
Oh, thank you.
Helado.
What's that?
No, yellow. Ice.
Oh, ice. Yeah.
We have no yellow. Yellow. Frank, I like to tell my own doggone story. I've been so crazed and busy in here, Frank. The lady sent us the light bill. Do you know I forgot to pay my own light bill, Frank? They will turn your lights off in Mexico. Ask us how we know.
You can't do that after you have that.
Promise. I know. I was so conscientious with y'all's bill. I was like, oh, as soon as I got it, I was like, oh, let me run over here and take care of that. Frank, that lady sent me that bill. I sat on it for 5 days. So, I was sitting here and the thing, it's like the whole house powered down. It went, I was like, what?
Oh, it actually happened.
It happened. I'm telling you, it happened.
So how quickly do they?
It shouldn't take very long, but Frank, of course, this is Mexico. And somebody said being in Mexico is like being in the 80s.
What do you mean shouldn't? When did this happen?
A couple days ago.
That's what I'm saying. How long did it take for the change?
2 days.
Oh.
2 full days. I was on my way to the reef. I said, Sonya, if you weren't here, girl, I'd be somewhere to Hyatt. But so for 2 days, Frank, it turns out that you have to tell them. They have to physically manually flip a switch.
Yeah. The U.S. is like that? They got to come up to the house. Oh, I've been there.
I'm gonna say I ain't been there so long, Frank. After my 30s, I think I had it worked out. But
and depending, I guess, the company, they require someone to be there.
Frank.
So they'll be like, I'll be there from 9 to 5 at some point, and somebody has to be home. I'm like, what?
I couldn't believe it. Okay, I gotta run and get my glasses. Yeah. Well, I'm not generally here, so it didn't really affect
you be
me.
out on,
Man, that gave me even more reason to be at the spa. I was like, oh, we're going to spa this out. Okay, I'm in. You in?
Yeah.
Okay, she all responsive and everything. I'm gonna get some drugs.
That obviously would mark another significant gain from here.
What do you think is happening today? Any ideas?
I'm glad you said that. I just got some alert about something.
Please. All right, y'all. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. I hope y'all talking amongst yourselves because Frank and I are just getting settled. And I made some discoveries yesterday. Welcome, everybody. Morning and welcome. Morning and welcome. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all right before the bell. And so we got 30 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get my glasses.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's when
Have you heard from Ty? Is it?
Ty? Oh, Ty. I know Ty. She didn't get in touch with you. We're gonna do it in 10 seconds.
I would say something, but this is being recorded. This is being recorded.
folks, that does it for us this week. Make sure you join us on Monday. We'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Welcome to Street Begins right now.
Good Friday morning. Welcome to Swap the Street. I'm David Faber with Jim Kramer. We are live from the New York Stock Exchange. Carl has the morning off. Let's give you a look at futures as we get ready to end the trading week 30 minutes from now. You can see, of course, we are set up for a lower open. Why? Well, where we begin, the jobs report for November. It did reignite rate hike worries on Wall Street. Non-farm payrolls were up 263,000. Economists had been expecting a gain of 200,000. The unemployment rate did remain unchanged at 3.7%. Average hourly earnings up 0.6%. That was from the previous month. And Jim, the impact, well, you can just see it on the screen there. We've also seen it in fixed income markets, which say more work to do, Mr. Powell.
It's one of those reports where, let's say the economy were tested, and you got this report, you would say, you know what? Those rate cuts have just been incredible. They're really starting to put up a lot of people to work. Not, oh, those rate hikes are incredible. They're ruining the economy. This is an economy that is so strong that it has not yet been hurt, or if it's been hurt,
Yep, I mean, featuring some level of job cuts at a company that many people may know. Now, these are not hundreds of thousands, but add them up and they start adding up to something,
those are
don't they?
just very recent. I think that they don't. This week, for instance, we've had so many more than we had the week before, but they're not sizable. They're not what I expected to see by now, which is such and such a company is closing because it doesn't have any money. We haven't hit them. Many of the companies that have come public in the last 18 months, they have to be running low.
They do. I want to talk about that, but you've got a lot of things circled there. I didn't mean to stop you from sort of sharing some of the insights from the report.
Retail trade down 30,000, job losses in general merchandise. See, the problem with that is that's exactly where I was thinking about it. I said, well, geez, the furniture, home furnishings, that's got to be lower. Well, it was. Electronics and appliances, that could be lower. So it was warehousing. Amazon, yes. But the others, I mean, manufacturing is good. Construction's really good. Government, of course, is adding like mad. Government's playing a pretty big role in putting people to work. This is certainly not the Reagan administration. And I just look at this and I say, thank you, Chairman Powell, for keeping the rate so low, making it so that everybody's got jobs.
What about wages? To go back to that, I mentioned average hourly earnings up 0.6%.
Still not keeping track of
month over month. And I'm reading from Peter Booker, always puts out a nice little quick note. Double the estimate, and October was revised up by 0.1%, to a gain of 0.5. It was up 5.1% year over year. That's been the trend for most of the year. It's double the pace seen in the 20 years that we're leading into COVID. And that continues, it would seem, to concern the market. And by the way, it's what you've come back to many times in talking about what Powell wants to ultimately see lower wage growth. Correct?
Yeah.
Not happening.
No, not at all. Now, and I now realize, look, I speak to a huge number of companies, but they almost feel anecdotal at this point, or too retail oriented, or too. But look, I follow tech. I follow every industry. All right.
Yes, our viewers are well aware.
And I don't know anybody who's hired. They're all the companies they look, but they're not fired, except for say Mark Zuckerberg hired a lot of people. But the big, Amazon's laying off some, but I think there's some much bigger layoffs.
Well, we've talked about the fact that we're looking at some of the layoffs. Listen, those are all well-known names.
Look at that. That's the I mean, no kidding.
About Sirius Island Radio laying off some people, but the main posture has been, all right, we're going to slow, if not stop, hiring, as opposed
exactly
to really
right.
begin.
No, that's really important because so there's a dead rate today of Salesforce, and the subtle notion is that Mark Benioff is not a bit old. He's got too many people. Now, a lot of those companies seem like they have too many people. DoorDash, which was downgraded today, has had too many people. But why are others so reluctant to admit it? And I think that is because they're still doing it. Yeah, we had a lot of companies in enterprise software work this week. And those companies are badly in layoffs, but
What'd you say?
I said, I get scared when we come in here
Mm,
without air.
mm, mm,
Ugh.
mm. Caribbean heater.
Does your place get hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one of those wall units, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's until we move into the luxury.
Come on now.
I don't convince Tasha.
Are you going over there?
We'll see. We'll see.
Right, you should. Right, that is too bad for $1,000.
So
True.
we think we might do a 6 month, but this isn't until the current lease.
Yeah. Because I can't imagine on this side you all are getting much less.
I told her I need some luxury
You need some space.
and some space.
Right. You were over there. You came to that place to play on, didn't you? That tool. There's a bartender up there, Frank.
A grill. Please.
It's a grill. The views are to die for, Frank. I'm not kidding. The security. I love that building. I just didn't like where it was. I never walked from there. I walk from here all the time. That didn't serve me.
Mhm.
But that price was so perfect. If you all really are serious, I'll give you the guy that I know can get you over there. He has, I guess his friends own a unit over there, but there are plenty of units. If y'all are set on that building, but there are others
Mhm.
that are just as nice.
Mhm.
Let me get some music going.
Oh, you spa music? So are you paper today?
I'm happy to I gotta follow you.
If you do paper, can you do the act? I'm gonna let you know if Axie's gonna do the thing today.
Yes, Frank. I need an oxy. I can't watch. I can't split my focus. So I'm gonna need you to just call out the play. Just whatever you're doing, let me know. Because we got so much to talk about. I could not. Yesterday was not my best day. I tried. All right. Hey. Morning. My name is Sandra, and welcome to my channel from Like the Legacy. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, I'm just trying to silence that. Welcome back. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit the like button. And today you're going to watch Frank and I trade. I think Frank is always going to be live trading. I made paper trade today. So if you're paper trading, good for you. If you're live trading, great, great, great. But what I discovered yesterday, y'all, is I'm a good teacher. I'm not a great trader. So I can't do both. I can't split my attention. I'm already, y'all, only 3 months in trying to do this. So I have to focus for real. So I think I'm going to alter the schedule. Mondays and Tuesdays are light trading days. Would you say Mondays are light? What do you think?
Like this.
Yeah, because Monday, nobody knows what the market is going to do. And so I don't usually make a lot of money on Mondays. I've made money every day, but Mondays, yeah, I could sacrifice Monday and Tuesday. But Thursday and Friday are money-making days, generally. The week has kind of figured itself out. And really Friday, Thursdays and Fridays are better trading days. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these lives to Monday and Tuesday. That way I can focus on teaching. And then Thursdays and Fridays, I can live trade for myself and make some money so I can eat and keep doing this. So let's see who's in the chat. Hey, Sandra, welcome. Hey, Elle, Marilyn, Pent Up Wanderlust. Hey, everybody. Okay, so Eric, let's see. Elle says, I'm on the web version of TOS and I will paper trade today. That's a victory, sure. Are you kidding me? Oh, is Sonia here? I don't know. Did she? Oh, hey, Sonia. Those lights were out for 2 days. Yes. And poor Sonia was having a fit. I think it's the youth because I don't know, y'all. I was out at the spa. I was like, girl, I'm about to check into a hotel. I will see y'all when they work it out. Because this is Mexico. And somebody said it. It's like, I love Mexico for all of the wonderful things that I love about it. But y'all, it's like the 80s in some regards, particularly tech and technology. So I kind of knew that was going to be a ride. I was like, no, baby, not me. It won't be the kid. I'm going to roll out over here. But Sonia was here, so I wasn't going to abandon my friend. But that sounded like prime. Go get you a hotel room and chill over at the reef. And that would have been my solution to the problem. But Elle says, can you still do Fridays? And just let us watch and listen. Would you all do that? Because I'm telling you all, Friday is can be a real money-making day. It's can I do it? If y'all would tune in on Friday where I didn't have to really do any teaching and you could just watch, I would do that. But what I can't do is what I did yesterday, and I enjoyed that, so I don't want to give that up. I enjoy the sharing and talking and the teaching part, but Thursdays and Fridays are money-making days. Okay. If you all would just watch and listen on Fridays, I could do Fridays too, but I don't have to switch. So maybe I'll do Monday a full teaching day, and then Friday could be the day that you all watch. That might work. Would that work?
That would work.
Yeah. Do teaching on Monday, and then Fridays are practice, put into practice day. Right. So we'll alter the schedule because next week I have a schedule for 2 lives on Thursday and Friday. So I'll reschedule the Thursday for Monday, and we'll go all day Monday. We'll go all day Friday. Thanks, Elle. That was a great suggestion. You see how we're better together. You see. All right, y'all. So let me get logged in.
Let me know when you want me to show you the move.
I do. You can show me right now. Okay, so y'all, Frank usually looks at Oxy, which is Warren Buffett's. I call it Warren Buffett's baby. He bought a whole bunch of stock in Oxy, so we like Oxy. What you got to show me, Frank? Frank is teaching. Oh, and Frank's going to talk to us today about stop losses at some point in the day.
We have to give a disclaimer. We're not telling anybody to buy.
No. Wait a minute. First of all, everybody knows this. You wouldn't take advice from me anyway, I would hope. Please don't take stock advice from somebody who tells you openly they've only been trading for 90 days. You know as much as me, so don't do that. Like when I'm watching YouTube, I'm very careful about what I take in from whom. Everybody has a YouTube channel and a voice, but are they expert enough? So that's why I always lead out with Frank and I just started. So everybody knows this. We are not giving stock advice here. We do not do any of that. The only thing that I can promise you that I could do for real, and I can say this, I can help you set up your Think Through Swim. Because Lord knows I've been in and all through this program. I can help you do that. And I still don't know everything. So that's our disclaimer. Frank's going to share it, but he wants us all to know. And that's the truth. We just started. So y'all, we're sharing what we know. What we got, Frank?
Yes, we are. So in OXY, Oxy, if we just take a look, oftentimes in the pre-market, it gaps down or it gaps up. So we look at it today, it's going down in the pre-market. And just follow it, because after the bell, sometimes it'll take a quick dip down further and then shoot right up. And it does it pretty much every morning. Or it may gap down in the pre-market. I'm sorry, that's what it's doing now, gapping down in the pre-market and then shoots up. But sometimes it'll gap up in the pre-market. As soon as the bell hits, it'll come straight down. So there's a play there, usually every morning.
Well, I need some of that Oxy money in my life because that sounds like easy money. And I haven't been doing easy money. You know what I've been doing, Frank? I've been hard pennies. I've been over here chasing hard pennies down the street, not waiting for the easy dollar times. You've discovered, I think, an easy dollar thing.
Well, can we paper trade it today?
Yeah. You want me to paper trade it? Okay.
Yeah.
But if the real move come, see how I'm going to get out of paper trading to get into the...
No, this is just...
Oh, later in the day?
No, you're chalking it up as learning today.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me tell y'all what Frank just proposed. Frank said, listen, you paper trade. I'm going to tell you to paper trade. I'm going to tell you to play to paper trade. Frank is going to be over there making real live cash dollars. Take a sacrifice for the team today, Frank.
Yeah, because then you'll see how it moves. And you'll be ready for it on Monday.
Okay,
Tuesday.
it's got to be a way to do both. It's got to be a way for me to paper trade and make this money while you making this money, Frank, because that don't make no sense to me.
But I want you to see it happen.
Okay.
And then you'll know.
Then I'm going to pull it up on my phone. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to play that. Frank, You know, I like money too. But okay. Well, no, why can't
Don't do a FOMO.
don't do a
No,
FOMO?
no.
Look at this. The market is gonna be like puts today, I think. What do you think? I don't know. I think so. I think that little that thing has run out of steam.
Yeah.
That thing ran out of steam. It's gonna be some money made today, y'all. Let me show you what we're looking at. Frank talking about sit on the sidelines today for the easy money day. Oh, that's my cousin. Okay. Look at QQQ hitting the ground. That's not all. Frank talking about paper trade and see the play on Oxy. Can we paper trade and see the play on Oxy after we make a little bit of money this morning? I'm just like, because we can't we test it in back testing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be able to see it in back testing.
Okay. You don't want to do it in paper?
No. That's my problem right there, y'all. Don't do this. I'm telling you, Frank is telling me the truth. I need to paper trade. I really do. But it's fear of missing out. So here's some mental things that I ran into, y'all. I'm gonna give this in 2 minutes. Because this is why I can't paper trade. This is why I can't trade and teach. Because I'd rather talk to y'all. But then I'd rather make money. But then I'd rather talk to y'all, but I'd rather make money. I forgot what I was gonna say. What are we talking about, Frank?
That you're gonna paper trade and learn how to
Paper trade.
make
y'all.
this actually play.
Oh, the mental things that I ran into. Fear of missing out, FOMO. Frank's gonna be over there making money, and I'm sitting here. Logically, I should paper trade. But because I know somebody's making money next to me, fear of missing out. That's exactly what that is. Being greedy. And I'm sure nobody out there thinks of themselves as greedy. I didn't until I had to make a choice. And each time I kept choosing to press, and I missed out on profits. That's being greedy. You got to know yourself. Being disciplined. I came face to face with how disciplined and how undisciplined I am. These are things you'll learn about yourself. Now, some people, when they come face to face with themselves, they don't like what they see and they retreat. Not me. I looked at it for what it was. It was like, yeah, you got some mindset things you need to address. Some things around money, some things around wealth, some really ingrained things I've been probably taught and conditioned over time. And I came face to face with that stuff. So that's why I say if you're not in the right mind space and you aren't disciplined, you got to have some things in place to do this. So the hardest part isn't learning the skill to me. The hardest part is mastering yourself and staying disciplined enough to get really, really good. So let's take this. Sandra says, I opened a Schwab account last night, but waiting to be approved as a covered options due to beginner's level, not eligible for the other 3 options, long spreads, short puts. Should I open a different brokerage account? You don't need any of those. All you need is the basic trading account. I don't know how Schwab does it, but a covered option means that you are somehow securing those investments. Like if you're selling puts, you have to have something to cover that by either cash or you have to have those stocks. This is my understanding.
Isn't covered as you own the stock, I believe.
Yeah,
you own Amazon and you're selling contracts.
Yes, so that's a covered call.
So you don't want that. That's not for beginners.
That's not for us. Yeah, we just want the regular account that allows you to trade options. You can place a order for a put or a call. So you don't need any of that. That's for advanced level. And I'm not sure how Schwab does it, but TD Ameritrade asks you a few questions. You just tell them that you've got some experience and they allow you to have an account, an options trading account. But I don't do any of those. I don't do any of the covered calls. I don't sell anything, you guys. I only buy the contracts that I'm investing in, and I sell those when I'm done making money or when I'm losing money. I sell them. But in terms of selling options contracts, I don't sell because it's riskier. It's a little bit riskier, in my opinion, simply because I don't know how to do it. So I think, Sandra, you can, or it's Sandra. Oh, like me, Sandra. Sandra, I think you can go back to them and explain to a human being that you don't really need that level and see if they have a level below where you can just trade options or just purchase options contracts. Try that and let us know, because I don't have Schwab. Who's there? Did you put money in your account? Okay, I don't know. You can get, let me put up Frank's comment. You can get approved for options. I don't believe you want covered options. Yeah, I don't think that's what you're trying to do. That's a really more advanced kind of product. So let's go. Okay. How many more minutes for open the door?
9 minutes.
Okay, let's see if I call like that. So Frank, was the ride over pretty easy?
Yeah, that was pretty easy. Not too bad.
You'll do it again?
Yep, good exercise.
Yeah, that went right in my body. Okay, so what's Oxy looking like? Good morning, Chloe. Pent up wanderlust. You don't have to be like a deer in the headlights. I promise you. You'll be that way for a minute. That was me too. All doe-eyed, scared to death. But I promise you, it will work out. Stick with it. I say give it 90 days. It took me 90 days. Seriously. The first 60 days, I was confused every day. I was like, oh my God, maybe it's true. Maybe it's for Jared. No, it's for us. Okay. Yeah, Frank, I'm traumatized. Look. This was my attempt at placing stops back in whenever that was. That was months ago, Frank. And it stopped me out and sold my Oxy stock. And I never touched another stop loss again. I was like, oh no. I sold 20 shares at 70 something dollars. And then it went up to $77. I was like, really? And I had accidentally sold. I wasn't even trying to sell it. Nope. I purchased them at 70.08 and placed a stop, and that thing stopped me out at 70.11. I made 3 cents on those trades. I was not happy. And the stock shot up. So my experience with
That's when you was just buying shares.
I was buying stocks. Yes, Frank. That thing shot up. I was like, really? So no, I need a class. Okay, so we got 2 minutes to opening bell. Let me get myself over to QQQ. I'm gonna watch Oxy with you, Frank. You starting out watching Oxy?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna watch Oxy with Frank. We're gonna see. And Frank, what do you usually watch on? Do you watch on what time frame?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Okay, Frank, you see these double bottoms?
Mm-hmm.
A double bottom usually means a trend reversal, right?
Right, like it's about to break out.
Yeah, so but that red one is the one I think it follows. So does that mean it's going to go down? I don't know. Because look at this.
We gotta watch it. See.
It's a green, like
Right.
it's going into an uptrend.
Are you in paper?
No. I'm going to switch to paper, Frank. You know about the Frank think he gonna make this money without me this morning. Jeez. No, I'm gonna watch and see. Frank, I need to make up from some stuff. Shoot, Frank be hitting them. I need some of that.
I don't like how it doubled, but let's see. Let's watch
Okay,
it.
y'all, just so you know, we saw a double bottom. And a double bottom, that's where they're at the very same price level, candles about the same size. And so a double bottom is a signal. So we're waiting to see if, in fact, that's a double. Oh, we'll see that next candle?
Mm-hmm.
The next candle came in red. So we're just waiting for the bell. Let me turn the volume up.
Of course, Chinese demand, the economy for which
always trade with the news on.
Not been growing anywhere near the rates that certainly many have been accustomed to, given endless COVID lockdowns that continue to take place. It's a big story earlier in the week. Things have quieted a bit, I think, in terms of the protests.
Right. Look, the China story is definitely always people are going to find out
Strong green.
But I thought Mike was very measured. I mean, he's basically saying, look, we're not going to start pumping a huge amount. Oil's high. We're going to pump what we think can. But I think people are going to realize what he's saying is that we're gauging demand and we're pumping. Old days, they didn't care about demand or not. They just pumped. Right? We're gauging demand. He's actually treating oil as if it's a product that may or may not be needed at a given moment. And they're not hiring like men. They were punching.
No, they're not hiring like men, but they're not firing either. They have no reason to. All right. We're going to get started with trading in about 10 seconds. The opening bell right now.
If I got calls and picks. Frank, you mark it in or do you limit in?
Market.
Yeah, me too. Okay, y'all, we're looking at Oxy. I'm waiting on Frank's.
I think I'm gonna buy. Is the second candle green?
I'm on the 3 minute. I only see one green candle. I'll drop down to the minute. I see 2 nice, strong green candles going up. They got wicks, so I'm on. What are you thinking? That MACD says it's a go.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take.
You going to call? Okay. The RSI is coming down. That's good because we don't want it at 70. Okay, so Frank and I just checked the RSI, the MACD, and we got 2 really strong green candles coming in. Frank's going in for a call, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that 3rd candle came in. I think I'm gonna hit a call too. I already have my orders saved. I'm buying 3 contracts of Oxy, a call. Did you go in yet?
Yes.
I'm in too. Okay, so we just both executed a trade with Oxy. We got 3 contracts apiece. We got calls because it looks like it's going to be a call morning. And Frank knows Oxy. So as soon as I get profitable, I'll let you guys know. Profits. The first, I'm up $9. And you'll watch the money tick up. So I'll let you guys know when we cash out. And y'all know I'm not telling y'all all the money thing because we don't know who's watching. Child, the IRS might be watching. We don't share all the money information, but it's positive.
I mean, look, if I were him, I would say, look, we don't know how hard hit the economy is going to be by the rate hikes, other than maybe a prelude, just housing.
It's still going up nicely.
We even know, I mean, real estate investment trusts that are being hurt.
I'm prepping my closing order.
Because we were the first to tell you
about
just
in
yesterday.
case.
It's a story we've been covering for quite some time here, namely the growth of this B-REIT at Blackstone, a very important component overall of really their fee-related earnings in the company. In fact, this morning in a downgrade,
I'm saving my closing order and I'm watching the profits, watching the chart.
Of fee-related earnings related to that $70 billion portfolio of largely what is either industrial or rental assets, essentially. That's a downgrade we're seeing this morning. And this follows on what we told you yesterday.
You see that hanging, that big old white?
Mhm.
You know what that means, right?
What's that mean?
Danger.
Net asset value wants to be repurchased. In other words, rebuy
I don't
your
like
interest
danger.
back from
Nope,
you.
we don't.
Or over 2% a month. You know, they have the right to say, all right, you can't pass through that. And so they put that out there yesterday. And
Still
there's been,
positive.
Jim, just a torrent sort of interest, I think, at least in certain
We're moving
circles
up.
about this. A lot of research this morning. Of course, I mentioned this downgrade from Barclays. Let's just give you a quick recap of what they had to say at Barclays, if we can do that. Looking for where my notes are there. Here they are. Yep. We're downgrading equal weight. Represents, as I just said, 10% of AUM, but 20% of fee-related earnings, given the higher.
And that's how you make money on the internet, folks.
And the profile of the product. So with redemptions not being limited at B-REIT, they're increasingly concerned that the NAV may continue to decline as investors are likely to seek to recall their capital, and then they have a second-order effect resulting in significantly lower net inflows, right? Net inflows here were enormous. I was pointing them out. A number of reports over the last year, $3 billion a month back in the spring. That's incredible because it represented at that time. You remember where the 2 and 10 years were. You get 5. You know, high net worth worker says
I've had a vehicle that
yes, that's free.
really backfired.
You know, here 5%, you're going to get some. You know, you'll get some nice return. Also, we're going to increase net asset value. And by the way, they have done that. They have increased net asset value, or at least certainly they have said.
You limit out a market. I mean, you limit out too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Because market, it goes down.
It does. Marketing is not a good thing. Oh, Frank, did you get out?
The IYR as a representative of them
No, I don't understand why mine's not profitable.
I'm profitable, but it's going down. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, I'm cashing out. Limit. Send. All right, let's see what we made out with. I should have probably got out sooner. It's not as much as what I showed y'all, but it's a little bit of something. So that was it, y'all. That's a scalp. So what you saw us do was go in, and Frank, something so interesting happened because Frank clearly chose a different contract from me. And did you get profitable yet?
I'm not profitable. You want, since you're not in that, we're gonna take a look.
Yeah. Let's see.
What did I do?
What contract did you buy?
It's a call.
Let's see. Hit it. Hit that number.
This,
Okay. Let's see. You bought you bought for today? Expiring today. See, I bought not the 9. And what's your? It's 66. You bought your strike price was 66 for today. Did you look at your theta and your delta? Let me go back. Okay, so guess what, folks? Frank is still in. I got out, and I am going to look at why his thing didn't get profitable yet. I want to look at this chart. What's happening with the chart?
It's not an issue of that, but it is simply a reflection.
Oh, she really about to go up, Frank. She's still not profitable?
no, I don't understand why.
I think it's the contract. So yeah, different contracts pay differently. So I'm gonna go in. Since I'm out of that trade, I'm not trading anything right now. I'm going to go in and look. Where do I view the charts? If you like on Think Through Swim, there's a chart tab. So you go right to the charts tab. And I'm going to go over to the trade tab, Frank, and I'm going to go, you pick the contract for today, and you pick the call with the strike price of 66. Okay, let's see what's going on there. I don't know.
It's down a lot.
I don't know.
Put that out only because
Let me look at this contract.
Wait a second. Why isn't the market just down used? And the answer is that people are finding things. Say, look, it's the same average going up. It's right for the 260.
I don't know.
The percent
I
change
don't know
from
why.
year ago is actually very good for the Fed. So maybe what people are saying is, okay, it does seem like a red hot, but remember, it's
I'm not sure, but boys and girls, there you go. That's how it works. Frank and I both picked, we didn't consult about which contracts. So we both went in, he went in a little earlier than me, and I went in after, and it really does depend on the contract. So I think I shared with you guys, I always do the same thing. I always pick a contract. I don't care when it is. I always pick a contract with at least 7 days, a minimum. I try to make that a rule. Morning bumpy. And I try to give myself time, which is, the expiration date. And I also try to make sure that the contract is really in the money, meaning that it already has some intrinsic value. So that means I usually go up the options chain just slightly. I look for a high delta and a lower theta. But when I went to look at Frank's contract, the theta was high, but there was no delta there. So I don't know what that means. I don't know enough. But yeah. So we had 2 very different kind of results because we picked very different contracts. So listen, you guys, picking a contract is critical. I don't know. Frank's contract date expired today. I would have thought that those contracts would make more money. I don't know. Somebody here has to know more than me. I would think that a contract that is expiring today might make more money, but maybe not because of IV. No. Because of the IV crush, I think. No. That's implied volatility. It's theta. I don't know. somebody has to research. We picked 2 different contracts, one with the expiring today and one expiring on the 9th. And we have very different results. So the only thing I can give you guys, what I have found that has been working for me, and it doesn't always work, but is to make sure your contract has time on it and that it's in the money. And check your theta and your delta. Your theta should be high, your delta should be low. Yeah, and double check all this stuff too. When I say something, somebody better Google it and drop us a check down in the chat that is correct, because that's just how I've been playing it. Okay, and let me get myself over to QQQ, because I don't fool with QQQ first thing in the morning anyway. I don't care what she's doing. I don't fool with it. And she did the same little pop-up, Frank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but she was only up there for a few minutes, and now it's just straight flat. So y'all, here's QQQ for the day. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really too fast. Nobody could really have gotten in on that. Really, you had to be in at the bell, and I would never do that. So let's see. Let me go to the 3 minutes so you can see it on the 3. And that's what QQQ looked like. So for 3 minutes, you had a little pop up, but that's too, for me, I can't get in and out that fast. And then we just got this consolidation straight across. So her price hasn't changed much. So I still don't know what kind of day it's going to be. So I'm going to check the things that I normally check to figure out, like, is the market going to go up today, go down, or what? So I usually go over to Market Watch, and I'm looking for this. So this is what it's looking like, friends. Look.
Red day.
Yeah, looks like a red day, folks. So this can change. This is not static. This is fluid. So I check here first, and then I go to my watch list and I check all of the stocks that are in QQQ. And I like to see where they are. So the only stock that is a part of, make sure that's right, that's a part of QQQ that's green is Tesla. And Tesla's only up, it's less than 1%. So, and it's dropping. So I'm thinking it may be a day for puts, but I'm going to wait on QQQ till about 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's 1:45. I'm going to wait till about 10. And after 10 o'clock, then I should kind of see which way QQQ is going. But I'll keep watching this chart. Oh, shoot, y'all. I done showed y'all. Oh, I'm going to have to blur some stuff, y'all, because I just showed y'all all my intel. Did anybody tell me to block that out?
How are you supposed to juxtapose?
Y'all, this is live. Oh, shoot. Sonia. Y'all, I showed y'all everything. I just showed the whole world my account number, Frank. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Where are the hackers? Oh, Jesus. Jesus, keep me near the cross. Y'all. High Delta, Low Theta. Yeah, I flipped that thing around and showed my account number. Can you all see all of that? Somebody go back and rewind that thing and tell me if you can see it. Let me look at this tape. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to call TV and military. I got to call them for real.
By the way, speaking of checking, since we check it almost every day, Credit Suisse.
I know, but if you play it in the replay and freeze it, I bet you could. I hope that's not the case, y'all, but I need to know.
Put it on private now?
Yes, it's on private now, but I sure flipped it around, y'all. Oh, Jesus, keep me near the cross. And Chloe, if you check me, I hope you're not the hacker, Chloe. Oh, it's not gonna help them.
Yeah, so we thought add this week's not Apple.
I love y'all, but I gotta prep.
So simple.
I sure did. I flipped that thing right on around.
And say, you know what? Okay.
I just have to rely on Jesus.
Okay. That was very quick and concise on your part.
You, yes. You can see that thing so clearly.
Oh, she said, I only got 13 for reminder.
I hope, Marilyn, I swear to goodness, I hope it's not.
I just make sure that there's nothing I'm missing. I noticed some people text.
I hope it's all glary, y'all.
I thought Steve was really big.
All right, let's get over to Bob Pisani for more on this
Y'all
broader
keep
market, particularly
watching.
after those
You
shots
are
on the stock.
watching
Good morning,
QQQ.
Good to see you, and Jim as
I'm
well.
thinking it's
So
going to be a
of course,
red
the
day.
stocks
I'm thinking it's
support
going to be
the
time for
narrative,
puts.
the
But I'm
market
about to
wants,
go
which is
turn on the TV in my
inflation is
room and
moderating.
rewind and see if
But
you
we
can see
also
that
found
account
about
number.
a
I'll be right back.
on the S&P. Given the rally that we've seen, really since the bottom of October, that is not a terrible response. Just look at the sectors today. As you might imagine, the classic risk off sectors. Art and semis, which are the classic risk on, are the weakest ones. That's not a surprise. But I look at, there's that China internet, KWEF, still strong today. That's interesting. And the metals and energy stocks, proxies for global growth, are holding up relatively well. So just take a look at some of the energy names. Generally, energy open positive. Oil's been fairly steady in the mid 80s right now. So Devon, SLB, Marathon, Mosaic, some of the metals mining companies and some of the materials companies are a little bit stronger. I think that's a good sign, indicating at least that there's not worries the global economy is weakening. Is there any good news in this inflation report? Well, there is, and Jim sort of touched on this earlier. The strong jobs report does sort of undermine the imminent recession narrative that's out there. So remember, there's two kind of narratives floating out there. Full screen. And the imminent, there's a concern about the inflation narrative, and then there's a secondary, which are related, about an imminent recession. A strong job report definitely undermines any kind of imminent recession narrative. And there are other inflation reports out there indicating inflation is moderating. So this is one data point, and I think this is why we're not seeing an even stronger downside response for the markets. What's the bad news? And you can't really sugarcoat this. The bad news is in wage inflation, which Powell talked about this week as an important component, is definitely very sticky. We're seeing that very clearly. More bad news is this may revive the whole terminal rate higher story. Remember Bullard talking about not 4 or 5%, 5 to 7%? This will revive that bearish argument that the terminal rate is going to be higher. So it's not a good thing. And the overall story about earnings estimates, we keep pointing out because they are declining, because the stock market has generally been on an uptrend. We talked about this yesterday.
You can't see it?
No, but still, Frank, I'm gonna have to go back and really look at that thing. Thank God, y'all, for bad video quality, because I had to go back and check just to make sure so I could be, yeah, we can return later. No, what I'm gonna do is, I don't think you can see it. If somebody gets a chance to go back with the first 45 minutes, check when the live is over. I just checked it now. It looks pretty blurry. So we'll see. I'm not worried about you guys, really. It's the professionals. But I'll still contact TD Ameritrade when we're done today. Okay, so here's what Oxy is doing, and that's the stair step right there, y'all, that we're looking for. 3, 6, 9, 12. You see that? That's the move. So Oxy looks like puts for the day. I'm going to look at it on the. It looks like it's time to go with Oxy, and it looks like it's a strong one too. The RSI, this is a good one. I'm going, that's not Oxy, that's QQQ. So I'm going in with a put for QQQ. Let's see. Options chain. I'm going for
Right, well, that's the question. So are we going to be
down December the 9th.
30 or 40? If
it looks like a put.
Right down around where we
Let's
opened,
see.
I would consider that a victory for the bulls, because this across the board, the report itself, the headline report, and the wage part of this whole thing,
I'm gonna buy 3 puts
Pop it.
Mark
This
it
feels down.
in.
It's great. Great for this feels down today to 75 days.
11. And I'm gonna save this order before I send it, and I'm gonna just check back on that chart and see what's happening. So, yeah.
Can you have any on his phone?
No, I don't
See,
have
it
any
went
of that
from
stuff, but I do want to tell people what's going on in the bond market this morning. So let's give it a quick look at how
289.
treasuries are faring. Of course, we know what yields.
Yeah,
move
I'm
up.
just gonna, I prepped an order for a put for
Where we stand right
QQQ,
now with that 10-year at
and I'm gonna have to
3.59,
make sure I keep that stuff off forever.
4.35. We'll be right
I put in an order for QQQ. Well, I didn't put it in, I just saved it. And I'm looking to see what she does. I'm gonna go back and check this market watch. Frank, how you doing over there?
Just holding on.
Okay. We'll
Seriously.
see. We'll see.
Seriously, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. We'll see. And so it's red. It's all red. I'm going back over here to my watch list. Now it looks like everybody that's in QQQ is in the red. That's a good sign. What I have on my watch list are the top 10 holdings in QQQ. And everybody knows I trade QQQ. And so here are the top 10 holdings to my understanding. It might not be all 10, but Meta, Tesla, Amazon, Costco, Google, Apple, NVIDIA. Did I say all of the FANGs? Well, it's FANG plus some more, but it's the top 10 holdings. Oh, did I say Tesla? I did. FANG, F, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, NVIDIA, Google, that's 5. Costco, Tesla, that's 7. Well, I have 7 of the top 10 holders in QQQ. They're tech stocks basically, and they make up almost, I want to say 48% of QQQ. So if they're having a crappy day, QQQ is having a crappy day. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and put this put in. It's going down. And I'm going to go ahead and go. It might be one of those days where we just sit and hold it, you know. Might be a real day trading day because we've missed that scalp opportunity, or, you know, scalping's done. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes. You know, I'm going to jump on in here. All the signs say go for a put. So let me go. I got 3 contracts. I'm going to read it. Confirm and send. I'm buying 3 contracts. I can let you all see this. I'll cover this up. I'm buying 3 contracts of QQQ with an expiration date of December 9th, 22, with a strike price of $296, and I'm going to mark it in. That means I'm going to get in quickly. So let me go ahead. I'm going to look at the chart one more time. Yep, she's going down. So I'm sending it. So I just sent it. 1, 2, 3, 3. And QQQ has us profitable right off the bat. That was $36 up.
Welcome back. I'm Morgan
So
Brennan in
you're
Fox.
watching. The money moves fast, so I can't talk to y'all now.
When this aircraft, this bomber, went into operation 30 years ago, it ushered in a new era of innovation and nuclear deterrence. And now it is poised to be replaced. The B-21 Raider, its successor, will be unveiled here later today. For the first time ever, we're going to speak with Northrop Grumman's Kathy Ward, and we're going to break down why this major military moment matters for investors, the public.
Okay, so we went in just under 289. So let's see. She's at 288.97, bouncing around. 289.23. And so now we're just sitting and watching. I'm just watching what QQQ does. I'm going to ride these 3 puts out. I'm going to try for the remainder of the day and see what happens, at least until I see the market turn around. So QQQ is down 1.5% so far. And so we're just looking for her to, and I think, you know, it's a down market, period. It's a downward trend. So of course, I'm always probably feeling puts a little bit more. We came off of that big old rally after the Fed thing and ran it up. So I'm expecting that we have to kind of come down to earth. But you never know. The market does what it wants to do. So 89.16, 89.20. Jump back down under 88. QQQ is now down 1.53. This is all good stuff. We want to hear all of it go down, go down, go down. Okay. So listen, y'all, this thing is turning up. I think I'm going to take my profits and run. Oh, it's going down now too, so we'll see. I'm just going to keep watching. As long as she's heading in the right direction, I shouldn't be. Can I share something with y'all about my entry? Even though that thing started out making money, let me show you what I would do. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. And this is what can happen to you when you're trading. Of course, it's money, and you're going to be emotional if you haven't mastered that. But watch this, you guys. What I thought was a buy signal, there's some buy signals, but there's some things here that now when I look at it in retrospect, to say, hey, you could have waited. You can see she started to do that little stair step thing, and those are always good. 1, 2, 3, and she did it for 3, 6, 9 minutes. That's a good sign. All of my stuff down here was saying, okay, this trend is changing. My RSI, everything was headed in the right direction. But watch what I did. I think I jumped too soon because look at all this caught up, and I know better. It's caught up in these two moving averages. So this could signal consolidation. What I could have waited for was for it to clear and get down underneath. But what is good, it's underneath the 200-day moving average. It's under my 50-day moving average, but it didn't get under the 9 and the 13. I think in hindsight, after looking at this, it would have been smarter for me to wait a little and wait till it came down underneath the 9 and the 13 SMAs. Those are simple moving averages. So that's a mistake, I think, on my part. And it comes from being emotional and overzealous. Frank has me pegged. It's the fear of missing out, wanting to make money. And then too, you guys are watching and I'm talking, so I don't know. So I'm going to stop talking, you guys, because what I need and what would make me feel more comfortable is if this stock price would come down underneath and be riding underneath those moving averages. But the other things that made me think it was okay to jump in is that you can see it was in an uptrend with those bright green, and you see how my MACD numbers are coming down, and my RSI is coming down too. But to be perfectly honest with you, I think a better time to get into this trade would have been a little later, once all of these, because this thing could very well, bounce off of that moving average, which it could do. It could get caught up in that and be consolidating. This was not the best entry. And we'll see, because I'm scared to look at it now, y'all. We'll see, because this price has gone up. Oh. And just like that, my profits are gone. But it's early, so we'll see what happens. Not a good entry. Not a good entry. That's why I'm working on entries. Yes, if you're out there, and especially if you're thinking about trading QQQ, wait, don't go in yet, because look what happened. Y'all don't be me today, okay? Look what happened. It looked like it was gonna. I could have waited for this to give me a better buy signal. A better buy signal to me, you guys, would have been let this thing clear, because it can bounce. These simple moving averages can act like support and resistance. And what happens with support and resistance? It could bounce up or it could go down. And it looks like it's trying to take a little bounce up, which means if I've got puts, as that price creeps up, I'm taking losses. You know, that's not going my way. So the numbers are ticking up in the negative. And that's okay too, because you know it's going to come down, but you don't ever want to get too far in the hole, you know, because now you got to get past all of those losses before you can get positive. Sometimes it's better to just cut your losses. And so I got to go, y'all, because I got to think.
This side of the company's big unveiling of the B-21 bomber. We're going to have a lot more on that in just a moment. First, though, let's give you a quick look at the markets. First, kind of where we started trading about 30 minutes ago. Much of this, almost all of it, perhaps, results of the 8:30 jobs report, where the expectations were exceeded in terms of the 263,000 jobs that were added.
Exactly. And bond yields higher, stocks a bit lower. We are now 30 minutes into the trading session. Here are three big movers we are watching. Marvell Technologies falling after quarterly sales, profit, and guidance all fell short of expectations. The shares off 7% so far. Zscaler, another name slumping post results. Cautious guidance there, sending shares down double digits this morning. Actually,
I'm getting ready to move down to the 1 minute. Nobody trades on the 1 minute. So when y'all hear me saying this is some quirky thing that I do. I just like to see, because if a move is going to fall apart, it'll start falling apart on the 1 minute. You'll be able to see it. I don't know. The 1 minute looks a little promising because it's a bunch of red coming, so we'll see. Bad entry. I jumped too soon. Don't be mean.
What we can expect when it comes to the Fed. Steve.
Yeah, David, you nailed it. Payrolls and wages. This stronger than expected November jobs report really dashing market up for an early end to Fed rate hikes, but also raising fears of more rate hikes to come for longer. Krista Guha from Evercore ISI writing right after the report saying it will reinforce the Fed's assessment that the labor market remains very overheated and rates need to go higher for longer in order to bring it back in a balance. Here's the numbers he's talking about. 263 coming in for November.
It's coming down.
200 was the expectation. Did get a downward revision in September, October, but not really all that meaningful. And there's the number Faber was talking about, 0.6, double the expectation, not going the right way, 5.1 year over year. Unemployment rate unchanged at 3.7, and not getting enough people coming into the workforce. The labor participation rate ticking down to 62.1. That is a tenth lower than October. Let's take a look at where the jobs were. What you do see is this two forces in the economy. One is the cyclical slowdown from Fed rate hikes not showing up very much.
Okay, you guys, I'm down about $100, and that's kind of getting close to what I am comfortable with getting in like this. So here's what I could do. I could bail out and re-enter while my losses are low. And that's what I would suggest to you guys. Do not allow yourself to rack up like $200, $300, because it's too hard to come back from that, especially in the beginning. Don't do it. Let's see. I'm going to wait a few more minutes and see, because it's playing around 289. Yeah, it's coming down. So we may be okay. As long as this thing gets down under 289, like in the 288s, we'll be okay. It's coming down. Okay, we broke 288. If we could stay down under 288, if we could stay down, we'll see.
That's still pretty much 50. Some have mentioned the idea of 75. More, it's increased the probability.
It's playing right around there, 289, up and down, up and down.
Not slowing. The Fed will need to be harder on it to create the slack. The Fed needs to bring it down, guys.
Yeah, Steve, as you know, in the hour or two after we get one of these jobs report, people try to comb through some of the subsurface details to figure out if there's a sort of a secondary storyline. One of them being that, hours worked went down. That's one of the reasons that hourly earnings,
289.20
incomes, maybe didn't move quite as much. And then the suggestion out there that in some sectors, even severance payments might have accounted for some of the wage growth. How do we
how do we read that? And it doesn't matter, I guess. You know, it could matter if that was something that put it up. And I thought about that, and I saw that report. I've got to run that down. I'm trying to think if there's an issue here, Mike, where in general, when you have big layoffs, you have a spike in wages. I don't remember looking back on the history of that. But I will sort of counter that.
Okay, come on, baby. She crossed underneath the moving averages. Hallelujah. So here's what I would say. The best advice somebody ever gave me was to wait till after 10 before jumping in the market. Wait, at least give the market time to settle down. So while I think I got in a little too early, we might still be able to salvage something this morning if she stays down under 288. If we get down to 288, like 50, I may go ahead and take whatever profits we have. It's 288, going in the right direction. Come on, baby cakes.
Steve Weisman, thank you. All right, well, I'm in Palmdale, California. I'm here at North.
Bumpy, I need your help. Look at this candle. Is this candle? That's an inverted hammer. I need to know what a pin bar is. Bumpy, you got the cards. What's a pin bar?
What is a highly anticipated unveiling of a new aircraft that will help to usher in a new era of nuclear deterrence. This is the Air Force's B-21 Raider. It is the first prototype of a new bomber. You can see an image right there. The first in 30 years, meant to replace the B-1s and B-2s that are currently in service. The B-21 is capable of carrying both conventional and nuclear payloads. It is a highly classified program that was started 7 years ago. It's been so secretive that the Air Force has only released 3 renderings until today. This is a
you all see, I got puts, but you see this big old green candle coming in? That could make somebody panic. But let me tell you, generally when I see a big old candle like that, following it is a bigger, like usually a red candle. So now I'm going to watch. If this candle doesn't turn red, I'm not going to sit through these losses. Sometimes you cut the losses so you don't be in the hole too deep and you can't get out. So I'm going to keep watching these next couple minutes. These next few bars are going to be critical because I may get out. It's called a pin bar. Yeah, PINBAR, I think.
Now, in terms of where we are right now, just a little more detail. As I mentioned, this is Northrop's facility. This is Air Force Plant 42. It is a nearly 6,000-acre.
Market watch is still super red. I'm still hopeful that puts are the way. But I cannot withstand a bunch of losses, so she's going to have to come down.
In general, has birthed some of the most ambitious aircraft in history. Now, in the case of Northrop specifically, the B-2 bomber was assembled here. Also, the fuselage for the F-35 fighter jet is manufactured here as well, among a number of other programs. Of course, the B-21 also. So that is coming up. Kathy Warden, CEO and Chairman of Northrop Grumman, is going to be joining me here exclusively in just a few minutes. In the meantime, Mike, stock is trading higher right now in what is a down day for the broader markets. And it's actually one of the best performers over the last 12 months behind the energy stocks.
Absolutely, yeah. Within industrials, aerospace and defense been strong. Northrop in particular, strong within that group. Morgan, very cool. We look forward to getting back to you very soon with all of that. Turning back now to the broader markets, looking at about a 1% decline in the S&P 500, giving back just a portion of
I don't like what I'm seeing.
That came before today in the stronger than expected jobs report this morning. Here to help us break things down, JP Morgan Asset Management Chief Global Strategist David Kelly.
This looks like it's about to start building and going up.
Good morning to you both. David, the jobs number certainly better than the consensus forecast, a little bit stronger than you were expecting on both the payroll growth and the wage growth line. I wonder, it comes, after a few days when it seems people are getting more comfortable with, the Fed getting closer to its destination on rates and maybe higher probability of a soft economic landing. Does today's data alter that picture at all for you?
Not really. I think this report's not as strong as it looks.
I'm just watching.
I noticed first of all there was an increase in or decline in the number of temporary workers, which is always a bad sign. But also the household survey lost jobs the second month in a row. And the payroll survey's got this births, deaths model for companies, which often means that when you are at a turning point in the economy, it tends to overestimate the number of firms that are actually in existence and therefore overestimate payroll job gains. And I'm very suspicious about these gains in construction and manufacturing, because everything else I'm seeing suggests that those sectors are probably shedding jobs at this stage. So I think beneath the surface there is more weakness here. And even on the wage gains, I mean,
Did I say that? Can you say that on TV? Can you say that on YouTube? Nope.
Weren't working during the survey week because of their own illness. It is way above what it should normally be in November. So
It has shot up to 289.80. And I'm just watching y'all to see.
And I think the Federal Reserve will ultimately have plenty of excuse to taper down the rate hikes and then pause them in the first quarter of next year.
All right, so a pause not too far in the future.
No, I think I'm coming out, y'all, because Meta just went green, Tesla just went green, and we're up over 290. Abort mission, abort mission. I gotta wait and see. 290.
We also think that the labor market tends to be a lagging indicator. So we have coincident leading indicators like LEIs, like the yield
This
curve,
mug look like
even
it's
like
building.
housing market, and the broader
Abort
picture we're seeing
mission.
real time in terms of tech layoffs. Those tend to
Okay,
be the
I'm
more
about to
leading
sell
indicators
y'all.
of the economy.
Before I sell it,
And you
I'm
will
gonna
start-
buy 3 calls, and let's just see how that works. I'm going to my options chain. I'm going to December 9th, and I'm gonna get a call. I'm gonna get 3 calls because I gotta stop the bleeding. Okay, I'm gonna save this order and I'm gonna roll over here and look at this chart real quick and see what it's doing. But it looks like it's building. Let me go look on the 1 minute to see. Yeah, she on a tear. So let me get myself together real quick. Excuse me, y'all. Get out of here. I didn't aim to do that. Let me put out. Sell 3, confirm. Okay, I'm selling those. I'm about to go buy these 3 calls. Calls 1, 2, 3. We need, let's see. Watch this. Save. Let me look at this chart. 291. I think she's struggling at, I don't know. 291.03. That looks so strong. Calls. Okay, so we're in QQQ. We'll call now. Let's see what the heck we're doing. We're profitable right now, you guys. It starts out, but did you see how that changed so quick? Can't talk, gotta go. We up 25. But that thing is jumping and bouncing. I'm gonna get out of this one too with a profit because she just don't look stable. Oversold a little. Yeah, 291. I'm paper trading today. Nope. Let me see. I'm gonna give it a chance to get caught up, and whatever profit I can get out of this, I'm gonna get it, and I'm going to paper trading. I'll let y'all know. I want you all to see this. You see, this build is good. Let me go to the 3 minutes so you can see it on the 3. So this isn't unusual, I don't think, to see. Like, it's building up. That's 369 minutes, and it's this little red. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this little red is coming through. But sometimes when it's oversold, it'll do that to get some relief, and then it'll continue going up. So I'm waiting to see if this next candle, yeah. And so you see this green candle coming in. Do you guys see this simple pattern of these stair steps? Like, where one, the wicks are short. That's a good looking build pattern to me. They come in just like that, where this one closes, this one opens, where this one closes, this one opens. And we've got these nice green bars here. The only thing that's worrying me a little is that the RSI, can you see it? The RSI is a little high, but this is a good sign. These strong green, the way this is building, that's a good sign too. We're at 290, 94, but it changed just like that. Come on, keep going, baby. It's at 290.57. So now, because I released those puts, I'm in a call now. So now we're hoping that they go up, up, up. And it's moving in the right direction. It's 290.59. But I need it above 290. 290.58. 290.60. I'm going to hold these calls, 3 calls for a minute. It's up above the 50-day moving average. I wish it was above the 200, but it's above the 9, the 13, and the 2 and the 50-day moving average. So that's good. I wish it was above that 200 SMA, but it isn't. And so we're just going to hold tight. Just gonna hold tight. I'm gonna set my own stop loss. Like, I don't set a physical stop loss. I have an amount that I am willing to sacrifice on this trade. And sometimes it's just a matter of getting out and getting back in at a better entry point where you start out profitable. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Come on, baby. We need you to get a second win. The worst thing I think you can do is jump in and out. Hey, Shauna, it's going okay, Shauna, but it's not going my way. But the morning is young. And what I have learned too, you guys, I'm going to give you all this one. Here's what I have learned. Don't jump in and out of trades. That's what I do when I get panicked. Trading is about mastering your emotions. You cannot be an emotional trader. Don't work. Doesn't work. So I'm going to settle myself, drink some tea, And I've got 3 calls. No, y'all, I think I got 5 calls. That's why I'm a little anxious too, because I usually only get 3. But I watch Frank. Frank always buys. Do you always buy 5? Frank,
Yeah.
Frank buys 5 contracts. I don't usually buy 5. My thing is 3, but I bought 5 today. Think.
Okay.
I think. Let me see. What did I buy today? Yeah, I bought 5 contracts today. Falling up behind Big Frank. But we'll see. We're gonna see what happens. She is above all 3 of the doggone washmajiggies. So I'm just hoping she's above all 3 of the moving averages. She's above the 9, the 13, and the 50. Now, if she could just take a little bump up, that sure would be helpful because it doesn't take a lot, you know. So right now it's trading at 290.41. It's going up to 290.45. I need it to go up to 291. At 291, I think I could come out with a little profit. So yeah, emotion, that's the biggest part of it because it's your money. You see those numbers going down, but the truth is it's not a loss until you cash out. So it's really like it's a paper loss. And if you're smart and not emotional and you've studied and you know your price levels, you could make it. So I'm just hoping it's looking pretty good. She's up to 247. If she can get above 250, that's 253. If she can stay above 250 and get into 275, I'm feeling positive. Okay, so let me show you why I feel a little positive about her maybe being able to go a little higher. This is your RSI right here. And if it's at 60 right now, if it was at 70, I would be concerned because at 70 it becomes overbought. And so we aren't at 70, but my RSI is going down. I don't like that. And then this is the MACD. These 2 lines say that it's an uptrend, an upward trend, but it's waning because you see these darker green ones. So what I need is for somebody to come in, pour a whole bunch of money in the market and make us a big old green candle. If that doesn't happen, then I just have to wait it out. I just have to wait. And you can see, you know, she started going down. She got caught up here and then went up. So this made me hopeful too because she started to build these steps up. And then, you know, this might just be a little relief. And then she'll continue on her way up. So I'm going to wait. Things are quiet and calm. So I'm going to wait and see if she continues to bounce up. Staying above that 290.50 is a good sign. So as long as she can stay above 290.50 for some sustained time, I'm hopeful. And so, you know, as soon as I say something, they do the opposite. We're going to see. I'm going to take a peek at my market watch and see if anything is changing. It is. Like I said, Meta is now green. Tesla is green. Who is close? Nobody else is real. Well, Tesla just went red. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. That's not good. Okay, just so you all can see. So everything that I'm looking at, I check these. These are called simple moving averages. There's a 9, a 13, a 50, and a 200. It tracks the price of the stock over those number of days. This is my RSI. RSI stands for Relative Strength Indicator. And this kind of tells us if it's overbought or oversold. And then you have your MACD down here. Your MACD tells us it's about momentum and trend. So it tells us if we're in an uptrend or downtrend, how strong that trend is, and just about like where we are in the life of that trend. So you can see it's been green all morning, but it was going up, and then you can see it kind of waned a little, popped up a little bit. You can see that up, and now, you know, it looks like it's going down, but we're gonna see. We're gonna let her do what she does. 290.60. Yes, that's a good sign. 290.62. These are all good signs. She seems to really be staying above 290.50. As long as she doesn't like plummet underneath that, I feel pretty good. 290.61. Yes. 290.67. 290.68. 69. If she hits 75, y'all, if she gets to 291, come on, mama, you could do it. Okay, come on, baby cakes. 290.55. 290.60. I like it when it jumps like that. 290.50. 290.46. I don't like that. Okay, my feet are getting cold. Are you comfortable? Is it too
Okay,
cold?
I brought some beer.
Well, I know what to do. I'll just turn the temp on. I'll turn the temp on. And let's do the fan. Okay. Let's put it in auto. Circle. Let's see how that does. 'Lord, here come a big old red candle, y'all. Oh my God. What the hell? Oh, they gonna ban me, I'm sure. What the hell? I can't. Okay, now my tummy is doing a little flip-flop. Hold tight, peeps, because that was a big old red candle. What the hell? I will tell you this. Trading is not for scaredy cats, and it's not for emotional people. So I'm going to just sit here and watch. 289.75, 77, 85. Yeah, get your butt back up there. 289.78, 79, 289.78, 289.75. 290. I gotta go down to the 1 minute. I go down to the 1 minute. I always watch on the 3, the 5. That's where you should be looking if you know. But I go down to the 1 minute because again, I believe this. If a move is gonna fall apart, you're gonna see it on the 1 minute. You're gonna see the building of it. This is what I'm looking at, and this is what I'm thinking. This is the 200. No. That's the 50. The 50. If it blows through this 50 like it looks like it's trying to do, I may have to abandon this one too. And y'all, if I abandon this, because I've already tried a put and a call today, if I come out of this one, y'all, I'm going to paper trade. because I don't think it's me. It's not the market. It is me. Either I'm not making the best entries or I'm not making the decisions. But I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna sit here and wait. I'm watching. See that going through there? That yay. That might be my signal to bail, y'all. Hold tight. Okay, it's holding at that 50 SMA, simple moving average, is giving it a little time. Okay, so she's bouncing back off of that. I'm about to say, because if it goes through there, y'all, shakes. And it's dang. So that's what they mean by knowing key levels. You gotta know. That's why I only trade one stock, because you gotta know like her key levels, the prices. Well, you should. You should know where she has trouble. And I always refer to my stocks as she. You should know. Like, does it have trouble at a particular support or resistance place? That's just responsible. So that's a part of my homework and research. I'm always, you know, revamping my support and resistance. Before even talking about good entries and exits, y'all, we need to understand support and resistance. That is critical. I think I just released a video for support and resistance, but that's critical. I think that's before we even talk about how to enter, how to exit, we should master support and resistance. And okay, so let me get my butt back on the 3-minute. This is hopeful. This red bar, I don't know if you can see it down at the bottom. Well, there it is. It's bright red. Now it was dark red. I was a little hopeful. We'll see. Child. 289.85. 289.95. 290. I'm gonna look back at what prices we struggled at yesterday. Hmm. Yesterday we were up in like the 293s, 292, 294. So okay, we'll see. Nice big green bar coming in. We're at 290.31. That's good. 290.50. Yeah, now we're talking. Nice big green candle. Somebody somewhere has a heart for me. So that's cool. We went up to 290.50. I want us above this. If we can get above that 200, I'm in heaven. Yeah, that's what we need to see, y'all. We need some big old bars like that, folks. Shakes. Because I promise you, as soon as this one gets profitable, I'm out. I hate that. We got up to 290.66. To 90. Come on, baby. 62. 290.67. It's chilly. Yeah, you know, it's only messing. Push the button 3-4 times. These bulls and bears are fighting. Just y'all know they are fighting. We back down to 290.15. Y'all, come on. We don't need this kind of stress. 290.17. I'm going to watch on the 3-minute. I wanna get to know you. Can y'all see what I'm looking at? So it's creeping back up, 290.22. We need some big old green candles to come through this joint. 290.14. Okay, and y'all, again, you know, nobody does this. We sit and watch. I think Frank and I just like to watch these candles come in. Frank, you watch like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You watch most
See
of
the patterns and the trends. And,
yeah. You feel like you're learning as you're watching?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so we both do it. I guess because we're new traders, we watch the candles come in. Yep, we look for patterns. We look for connections. Like, do you see something over and over again? That's how Frank discovered the thing with Oxy, because he watches Oxy. So I'm telling you all, don't spread yourself too thin. Get a ticker, learn that ticker, paper trade that ticker till you know it. I think my issue really is FOMO. It's fear of missing out. I know people are out here making money every day. I just haven't unlocked. I don't have all my tools, y'all. In 90 days, we got enough tools to make money, but I want to make money consistently. I think I can make more money. I just got to go pick up some more key pieces. The key pieces that I'm missing are entries and exits. And I think that's the biggest piece I'm missing, y'all. Everything else, I kind of get it. But my entries, not no bueno. I get too emotional. I will jump. And this is not the place to be jumping. And it looks like it's about to cross over. 290.19. But she's doing what I need her to do. Let me show you what I do see that makes me say hold tight for these calls. Do you all see this? You see this spike up and then it rushes back over to like the SMAs, consolidates a little, spikes up, rushes back over to the SMA, spikes up. I think that's a good sign to me because it's doing this little thing. It's like the little dance that she does. I recognize this and it's above those SMAs. That's important. It's important that she's not trading and looping underneath. I've seen that too. I know that's a downtrend. So I'm just curious to see, like how's this thing gonna unfold. So I'm going down to the 1 minute because I don't know. I like the 1 minute. I like to see. And I'm sure there's a more experienced trader out there who can tell me this pattern because it looks like some kind of wedge or something to me. I know that's a thing. You see how the candles were big, and now they're getting really tight and small? Y'all, I think that could be like a signal for a breakout. I don't know. Anybody know what that means? Is that a breakout signal when that, it's like the tension builds, it gets tighter, 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 and then something happens, I think. $290.20 up to 90.16. I'll tell you what I don't like that I see on the 3-minute. I don't like how little these bars have gotten and how tight. When these two lines come together on your MACD and they cross over, it signals that there's a trend change. So I'm not ready for a trend change. I don't want it to leave this green. I want it to stay green. So the fact that these two, the lines of this indicator, these two are coming so close together, it signals they might be getting ready to cross over. And if it crosses over, just like it crossed over here, you see how it was a downtrend? It was red, it was going down, and these lines crossed over. Can you see that? It went into this upward trend. Well, if it crosses over here, then we would be going into a downtrend for a little while anyway. And I don't want that. What I'd like to happen is somebody come in, drop a whole bunch of money, and make this thing open up real wide and give us some bright green again. If not, I've got to sit through the red, the down. And that's what you have to decide. Like, if you're going to sit through it, what is your tolerance for loss? How much do you believe that this thing is going to go up? And because the market is so uncertain, I don't have these answers, y'all. I don't know. I'm hoping. But I know this means something. I just don't know. So, y'all, get y'all smart friends in here. Is this a wedge? Because look, I need to draw, but look at that. That is a wedge. You see how that price, if you put that there, something like my paper towel. This is a wedge. Do y'all see it? The price was there. If I go like this, it's making like a wedge. And I know that means something. I just can't remember what the wedge means. I think that's like right before a breakout. Well, we at 290.40. Maybe we'll get a breakout. That would be nice. 290 or a breakdown. That would not be nice. 290.24. It's up 290.56. Okay, so you guys that are here, this is what Friday would look like if you guys really just want to watch on Fridays, because I do need to focus on Friday. But Monday I would do more teaching or sharing. Really, ain't no teaching, I'm sharing. And on Fridays you would just be watching, and I'll share as much as I can. 290.51. Bumpy, what you trading today? $2.90.43. I clearly see what looks like a wedge to me, y'all, but I don't know what that really means. So now I'm gonna be studying wedges. Yeah. Okay, she back on the move. Frank, what you looking at?
Just watching Tesla.
What's she doing?
Nothing. Back and forth,
Okay.
up and down.
Okay. $2.90.65. 71. That's what I need, y'all. I need you to just jump right on up and please just get up above 291. That's all. But I like this pattern that I'm seeing. It's just moving a little slower than I care to be moving. Don't you dare be tripping. What the who hey? $2.90.30. $2.90.32. Hey, Bumpy, if you get a chance, please do me a big old favor. I turned my computer around earlier. Could somebody roll back through that footage, y'all, please? I think we've been doing this. Did that thing say 2 hours? Where we been here 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
The time flies.
Oh yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, Frank, it's almost 11 o'clock. That felt like no time at all. I swear to God, y'all, to me it felt like 10 minutes. But somebody help me out, please. Oh, hey, Francis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're just waiting. I've got 5 calls. I gasped because normally I only buy 3, but I bought 5 because Big Frank over here buys 5 contracts. I'm trying to be like Frank. You got to have nerves to do that. I'll usually only buy 3, but I bought 5. So I'm a little uncomfortable because with 5 contracts, it swings, you know, you can win big, but you can lose big too. So, hey, so we're just watching. As long as this thing holds at 290.50 and she is holding there, you know, she's vacillating back and forth, but she gets back there. So let me show you where we are and what I'm looking at. Okay. So here's what QQQ has done today. She's doing, I like this little pattern. It's that hop up and then she gets over to the simple moving average. She had a little consolidation here. She hopped up. She got right back to them moving averages. And I think as long as we stay above this blue, my purple is my 50-day simple moving average. These two are my 9 and my 13. This is the 200-day. I would love for her to get above that 200-day moving average. That would be a great signal. This is a volume here, all these signal volume. We had a lot of big volume in the morning, and it's not so much, it's not as strong as it was. You can see we started, that was in pre-market, but we've been positive in the green all morning. So I'm hoping that this trend, you see, it's saying that, hey, this upward trend is coming to an end. You can see how small these bars I've gotten and how tight these lines have gotten together. But I'm still hopeful. I needed to go on and get a little relief and then bounce back up. This is on the 3-minute. You should be looking on the 3-minute because you can see the patterns better. But I like to go down to the 1-minute, you guys, and I'll show you why. Because if a move is going to fall apart, you'll see it on the 1-minute. Y'all, that is clearly something's going on. I just don't know what this means. It's like a wedge. Let me see. Okay, so here's what we got. That big move up, and then it's still trying to stay green. She's at 290.53. I'd like to see it around 291. Around 291, I think I could get out of here with a little bit of profit. So y'all be pulling for 291. 290.61. I love when it jumps like that. I just wish it would stay up. 289. Hey, that woman, first of all, let me tell you something. That big old candle right there, that's life. 290.91. If this thing gets above 291, we off to the races, people. Get your butt up there. Yes, Lord. If that thing gets above 291, we're going to make some money today. Lord Jesus, just hit 291. Come on, y'all. Get up there and stay up there. It's 290.96. I don't need much. If it goes up 50 cents, we can bail with a little beach money. Okay, so it's at it's having trouble getting past 291. 290.83. Come on, sis, you could do it. Okay, so here's where we are. I'm gonna go back to the 3-minute. So we can see what just happened. And you can see what I'm talking about. You see this? It does this, and then it jumps up, and it does this. She's gonna jump up again. She better. Because if she jumps up one more good time, we're gonna bust on her head and take her money. I'm just kidding. I have to be careful what I say on the internet. You can't say that. We're gonna go on her purse. That's no better. But I like to think that these are, that's the market. They got money. These is big market makers out there. They can afford to pay us. So 290, and just like that, from 290, it dropped back down to 290.57. 290.63. But all this jumping up like that is a good sign for me. Because it says that, she's really the price is trying to get up there. It's 290.66. I just need a little bit of 291. 290.50. Trying to think. Let's see. Okay, so Meta is positive. I'm going to go over and look at, I'll show you guys. I always check Market Watch during the day. It's a tab at the top. If you hit Market Watch, you'll get this heat map. And you can see it's really pretty red, but something's going on. I don't know. This price is going up, so I hope it stays up. 290.24. That's no bueno. Okay, I'm gonna hit my music, y'all.
You got a charge department?
Nope. It just needs the big water on the balance company. The pump on pump and it gets that low. And it usually takes me and that baby together. You can do it by yourself, right? Okay. Just grab it out. You take it out.
Oh, this one.
Okay. Let me get it. There it goes. Let your finger. And then the pump can go back. See, y'all don't have water issues like that in the US. Okay, this is not good. I don't like it because we have gone, it looks like we're testing this, the SMA, the 9 and the 13. Those also act as support and resistance. And if it breaks that support, that is not something that I'm gonna be too cool with. Because here's what I know. Usually, and I think I've shared this with you guys before. You see how that 9 and 13 are sitting there and the 50 is sitting here? This is a common like play. It's a setup. And by setup, I mean it's a play you can from the 9 and the 13, just like you see that little red candle sitting there. Generally, this little red candle or whatever's there, it'll seek out this 50-day moving average. Let me see. I'm going to go to the 1 minute and see if it's doing that. What's it taking so long? Maybe I'll go back to the 3. Well, y'all see what's happening with mine. She's spinning. My internet connection. Let's go back. As soon as it comes up, I'll try to show you all. Okay. So let's go down to the 1 minute. But I don't like that. Some things that you need to have if you're going to trade is you must have a good internet connection. A bad internet connection is not, it's not good. It's not good. And that's what I have, a bad internet connection. But, okay. So here we are on the 1 minute. And nobody watches on the 1 minute. But on the 1 minute, it looks like we're going into a down trend. You can see on your, I hope you guys can watch along. I hope somebody is at least watching on Thinkorswim. But you can see down here the MACD on the 1 minute is saying, okay, it's time for a downtrend. That's what that red says. It doesn't seem very strong, but I want to watch out for that. So, let's see, is this her all day? Okay. So we've got calls in. Calls say we think the price is going to go up. And so far, she's been doing her little dance. She go up, and then she does this. But for me, this looks like a particular pattern. I will say this. You see, here was a low. Here's a low. Here's a low. Here's a low. Here's a low. The lows keep getting higher. So this low is higher than that one. This low is higher than that one. That's a good sign. This low is higher than that one. And this low is higher than that one. So higher lows and higher highs. But see, look, that's not a higher high. That's what I'm saying. This is like a wedge to me. So a lot of it is trying to understand the pattern too. So did you see that? It went, okay, she had 290. It's critical. Bye, y'all. I can't talk. Got life decisions to make. You still in it, Frank?
Mm-hmm. QQQ.
You in QQQ? What'd you do? Calls, puts?
A call, but it's not looking good.
No, hell no. We looking like we going to put down. 289.73. I gotta go to the 3 minute because I need to see if it's breaking this thing. It's not. But she marching right down like I was gonna show y'all to this. This is the play. It's the 9, the 13 to the 50. She coming down. So I can pretty much be sure it will probably stop at this 50 SMA which is the 289.03. So that's totally possible. But what I'm hoping will happen is that this will be like support, and it'll either bounce off of support like it did here, just bounced off. It did the same thing here, bounced off of those SMAs, got a little tangled up, shot up, bounced, shot up off of that one a little. And I'm hoping even if it gets down here that it'll bounce back up. Y'all, the one thing about trading is that you're making decisions. You're making decisions. So that's it. Francis, you're more than welcome. If you guys don't mind watching me make mistakes, I haven't put forth at the beginning of every video. I'm new to this. I just decided to open up my kitchen and invite you all in and share what I know. So that if you want to embark on a trading journey, at least you don't have to learn the hard way the way I did. You got somebody to bounce it off of. You all paper trade till you get good. Paper trade. Do not let fear of missing out, because you will have FOMO. When you see people making money and they are making money, don't get caught up. Wait till you're ready, because I'm playing with real money. That ain't smart. That's not really smart. And so I don't want you to do what I'm doing. I'm learning still. I've made some money, but y'all, I've made some mistakes too. So I'm willing to share, what doesn't work. Y'all could take it from me. I'm not just most people in here know me. I wouldn't tell you that. I'm gonna tell you the God's honest truth. Can you make money trading? Yes. Is it easy money? Pretty much, because you can get in and get out, but you got to be smart, and you got to have good training and discipline. Y'all, I'm gonna master this thing. Francis says, yes, your mistakes help us not make the same ones. Please don't. I'm telling you. Because listen, I listen to all the YouTubers too. And I'm like, that don't apply to me. I'm smarter than that. No, you're not. No, you're not. This has nothing to do with are you smart? It has nothing to do with are you capable? It doesn't. It has to do you know this game? Have you learned the rules of the game? Can you apply the rules of the game? And with that, y'all, I got to turn my focus back here. Can't wait a minute. Shauna says, I can't wait to rewatch your videos once I learn to trade. Girl, don't wait. All those ones that I put out, the live trades, you can hold off. But those other ones, watch those videos, because they're going to tell you where to find the best information. It's where I found all the good stuff. OCC, OIC, TD Ameritrade, and Fidelity. All great stuff. Let me go watch my money burn. Let me go watch my money burning. Jesus, keep me near the cross, Frank. Okay, well, at least we're coming out. I hope we come out of this, because that's a long doggone time for this thing to be running negative. I should have got in on that play, to be honest with you, y'all. I know this is a play and it's taking its time, but it's too late now. But I'll show you. I should have got in on it. Here's the 913. These are simple moving averages. They act as support, and you can see those candles were sitting there. It broke through this support, and the play is it's going to come down to this 50 SMA, and it's doing just that. It may take another 3 to 6 minutes, but if another candle comes in, you see it's going to make its way down there. That's a total play. That's a play for a put. Had you recognized it, or if you recognize it, I could still probably get in, but it's late. And plus, I don't want to be jumping in and out of trades. It doesn't work for me. But somebody else who was maybe coming in, who recognized what this is, and you have to decide if that's enough money too. The difference is about $1. That's a lot of money. I mean, in terms of the difference in that price, you can make some money. So maybe luckily for us, it won't shimmy all the way down. But y'all, generally what I've seen, it'll make its way down to this 50 SMA. If it don't, yeah, I was gonna say if it don't get down there, I would be so surprised. If it bounces back up, good for us, because we need bounce up. We need to be, it's at 289. We need to be at 291. So this for real is gonna be a day for me to sit and just wait. It's a slow cook. Trading can be many things. You can scalp where you get in and out real fast. I vacillate back and forth between scalper and day trader. Day trading is where you stay in the trade all day, and a swing trader holds trades overnight for as little as maybe a day or two, as long as a year. Please hit the like button. Yes, y'all, like and share, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Yes, I love this, especially share with young Black people. Because if they're not watching me, I don't care. They need to be watching somebody. They need to learn this skill and get good at it while you have the safety of being in your parents' home, while you have the safety of being on a college campus. Learn to trade, paper trade. You can make money. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't so. Oh, good. Maryland started the free classes. I'm telling y'all, it's free. I'm sure some people out there who are charging for these classes that are probably not very pleased with me. And that's okay, because I'm not saying don't go see them. I'm saying before you go pay for that class, take the free classes, take the free stuff, learn this game, then go pay a professional to polish it up for you. You don't, I'm gonna tell you, I did it. The last thing you want, y'all had a one-on-one call with a professional. I don't know what this girl would have charged for that one-on-one call. They gave it to me free because they jacked up my stuff. When I got in there, I was asking her some of the dumbest questions. In hindsight, had I known what I know now, my questions would have been totally different. So don't do what I did. Don't go pay a professional now when you don't even know what questions to ask. See if you even like to trade. Look at this, y'all. This was a show enough straight up move, Frank. That was a move. Look at that. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20 minutes of,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still going strong. So let me show you what you could do. I'm I'm not doing it. But look at this. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 minutes to get down from here to there. And that's straight losses. That's somebody made money on that move right there. They probably bought a put. You could have bought it right here. And you got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 minutes of straight losses. I've sat through that with a call. There's got to be a Jesus somewhere that's going to save me today. I want to look. Yeah, and let me tell you how else we know this is a pretty strong move. Look at this red down here. You see how these are getting bigger? That means that this trend is a strong trend. It's a strong downward trend. It doesn't look like it's ending any soon. I would be surprised if this candle stays green. And look how wide open these lines are. These are all indicators that this is a strong trend and we're right in the middle of it. The fact that this green candle came in is frankly a little surprising to me, but that's a lot of selling. No, a lot of buyers are here. So I get it. But are the buyers at this point stronger than the sellers? You see how that candle is dropping and getting smaller? It's kind of, this is bulls and bears fighting. These are buyers and sellers. They're fighting it out. I need some buyers to win because I need it to go back up, you guys. Or I'm gonna have to, I hate to come out of this trade because I'm in it too deep. So we're gonna see. I'm sitting. Oh, and then I want to remind you guys too, size your investments appropriately. Look at this. Look at the red candle. What is it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 minutes. Somebody is making money on that play. It's not me. It's not me. And now I think it's probably too late to get into it. I'm gonna see what happens at this at this 50 SMA. Shauna says, I can't wait to learn and teach my son. Shauna, please pass it on. Learn it first and pass it on to him. Y'all pray for Green. Pray for Green. So it does look like it's bouncing off of this 50 SMA, maybe. I don't know, y'all. Okay, I can show you this too. Frank showed me this. Off on the side is time and sales. And time and sales, let me get that out the way. Time and sales shows you what's coming. So it looks like a lot of green is coming. So we'll see. I'm gonna sit through it and see what happens. You can see it made it all the way down, just like I told you, to that 50. It almost touched it, and now it's bouncing back up. You can also see, look, see this red here? It's not as bright as it was, so this trend may be waning. We may have sat through the worst part of the losses. You can see the big green candle coming in, and watch these numbers. This is your RSI, relative strength indicator. This tells us if something is overbought or oversold, and right now we're right in the middle. What we'd like to see is these RSI numbers start to creep up. It's at 46.99, just popped up to 47. That's good. And then you want to see these lines begin to close up closer together. We want to cross over so that it signals that we're crossing back over into an upward trend. I want these to get dark and I want them to get small. So we'll see. We're at 289.76. I get profitable at about 291. Oh God. 289.83. So I need 89, 90, 21, maybe $2 for this thing to go up about $2, which is totally doable. Sandra, do you think that the trade will turn around? You have an expiration date for next week. Yes, I have an expiration date for next week. So you all, some of it's just me. Because the truth is, I could leave this here. I got 9 days. That's the real beauty. If you could get out of your own head and out of your own way, y'all have no idea. Frank has taught me so much. We were both in a trade that looked like it was going horribly wrong. And Frank said, Sandra, just chill. You know the thing gonna bounce back. You know it's gonna go up. You know what QQQ is gonna do. Not me. Baby, I was in there trying to fix it. Don't do that. Because had we done just what he said, that thing shot up, we'd have got paid. We'd have got paid. I probably panicked though, Frank. So I got out of the trade. I can't even remember what I got out with, y'all. But I got out. Frank was absolutely right. That's why I say always buy contracts